Hello, guys, and today I know how to get essentially the best way to level up in the whole game. And once you reach 400, the gameplay loop is going to change drastically from whatever gives you the most rewards to whatever is the fastest. I'm not joking. But there's a rule to this. It has to be a A-grade version. Well, PvP is a little bit different, and I've noticed that I'm getting significantly more drops from PvP than PvE. Though these games are slower and you have to win most of the time. When trials do return, it most likely will be the best way to level up, which is a good thing. Whenever you get a win past flawless, you do indeed get better drops. It's the same as being Ascendant. The problem about being Ascendant, and this is something I experienced yesterday, is that the games are a little bit too slow for my liking. And when I say slow, I mean really, really slow. Now, I'm going to show a proof of concept. The numbers aren't great, but every 20 runs of a solo up or any activity, you are guaranteed a drop that increases your power, like one of these. And there is a chance of you getting it earlier. It's just every 20 runs seems to be where the loot protection comes into play. So, I can go in here, Caldera, and this is supposedly the fastest one there is. I can just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And since my power went up, I also need to put on more modifiers. So, let's see how many runs this will take. Wish me luck, Guardians. So after the first run, very unoptimized, do I get a drop? That's the real question. I am gonna say no.
No time travel, no prophecies, only shooting enemies in one dimension.
I take it you've been sitting in on the van.
Good job, Guardian. You should be ready for more solo missions. After everything we learned on Kepler, I think Ikora will be busy for a long
Oh shit! Charles is giving too much loot, guys. Enjoy it while you can, you know.
Oh yeah, that might be true.
We're disabling it.
using darkness. Guardians are
I'm pretty sure for the ring finger, it was at the knuckle, like that last knuckle.
Yes.
Does it feel off under that? Like, does the whole finger feel off, or is it just like past that, like the tip?
No, it's numb from like my knuckles to like the
Wait, what power
Like
level
half the
were
hand,
the
kinda.
mission? Like, what power increase was the tier 5s?
What do you mean?
Like, how much higher power were they?
change. No time
I didn't even know that they were higher power. They weren't.
Oh, you just dropped on light.
I take it you've been sitting
Yeah,
in on the
or no, they
Vanguard
dropped
briefings on
at
the
300.
anomaly?
And if not in
Oh,
meetings, at home
yikes.
with Osiris.
It's fine though.
This and 9 that.
That's
Too
a
much
tier
warlock
5.
talk for a Titan.
Fair enough. Please. Did you do the mythic mission because they're hard as shit? I did do the first one alone, but that was when the gun was bugged.
You're right. But we still have to see you. I know she needs to follow up on this craziness with the nine. I just hope
I have to confess here. The clip you just witnessed, where I actually got the tier 5, was from a 2-hour long session of me farming this over and over again. And that was from my stream yesterday, and that's the boots I showed in the beginning of the video, but isn't that insane? 2 hours to get one drop? I was getting one from PvP around every hour or so. It's just I don't like doing more than 4 hours at most in a session if I'm playing anything but trials. So the drop rates are pretty shit, and yeah, you're guaranteed one every 20 runs. And most of the time you're gonna have to run the all 20. Which is unfortunate. I would just... This is the thing that I've noticed, and this is the unfortunate part. Whenever they do increase the power level to 500, that's going to be the where you're going to start seeing tier 5 drops consistently. And the problem about that is if you're behind already, aka not 450 by then, before they increase the power, you're going to be so much further behind when they increase it to 500. And the unfortunate part is that everyone who is up to 500 then are going to have such a big lead on making builds and their stats and their guns and whatnot. And this week, the event Arms Week is going to start, and we don't know how to get tier 5s from it. If it's something based on power again, it's going to be very unfortunate because this is an event that comes around every once in a while. So if you can't get your hands on a tier 5 because your power is too low, that's really unfortunate, and that's going to be it's probably not going to be a good taste in most people's mouth. Or the week after, there's going to be Solstice. Now, if you can't get your hands on tier 5 Solstice armor or the tier 5 guns from Solstice because your power is too low, again, that's going to be a pretty bad taste in people's mouth. We'll see how they do it, but this is essentially the best way to level up to this day, and it's awful, it's really bad, and I hope Bungie does something. What I was expecting was something where we had the conquests, where GMs would have a pretty good drop rate for increasing your power to get from 400 to 450. But the problem is these are capped behind being on the power level of required X and Y. But you can't farm them, which is the problem. I think their drops are a little bit too much. If they were farmable for tier 5s, you know, that's a pretty significant drop. That's better than any other activity we've had in the past. But the problem is they're not farmable. And if they're weekly, that's going to be a good thing. We're going to find out in essentially an hour, since that's when the reset hits. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this shorter video, and I will see you guys around.